Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Y'all, Tocha done had a meltdown, y'all. Want to talk about it? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from your girl Cylindria, all things CC. Today, y'all, Tocha finally broke down. She finally broke down. But before we get into all the goods, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you for your continued support. I am actually on my tablet. My phone is charging right now, so I'm doing my little video on my tablet. So if you see the lighting go in and out, my apologies. I hate when that happens. I really feel like I need to find out how to get that to stop happening, because it makes my videos look a little weird. And I have a ring light on to try to brighten up the room a little bit, and it's just, I don't know, I still look dark as shit. But anywho, this is what y'all gonna get tonight, okay? So before we get into the video that Tocha did today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Rickey Smiley radio interview that she did with her husband yesterday. And I'm going to sum it all up. I'm not going to talk about every single thing, but I am going to point out certain details that stuck out to me and some things that I just found that was really, really odd. So she goes on to the Rickey Smiley show to, of course, try to promote her album, what have you. But quite naturally, the allegations and everything like that has really taken a more interest than her album, sad to say. They did eventually play her single or what have you, so she still did a little bit of promoting. But this particular conversation they had when they went to play the song and the cameras was rolling and everything like that, and pretty much Da Brat has something to say, because if y'all don't know, Da Brat was also under So Def. She came after Escape. Escape was JD's first artist that he ever signed to So Def. Da Brat came. Ooh, what is this? Sorry, y'all. I don't know what that is. Da Brat came and after they did. So the conversations was had, what have you, and Da Brat mentioned something about she had watched their old TV series, Just Kicking It, and she seen how Candy was always feeling sad and stuff like that, because everybody would take your side on a lot of things, and she felt alone and she felt sad or whatever. And Tocha was just like, I never knew that. I never, whatever. And Da Brat was like, but it was on the show. Like, how do you not remember that? And it was on the show. Y'all had to sit down, just y'all two, to try to air things out. So how did you not know how she felt? So I'm just like, okay, see, now you starting already, Tocha. You starting already being in denial and trying to act like you don't know what the fuck going on. So, things got a little bit heated or whatever. And Tocha was like, well, you know me. I loved on you hard, woo. And Da Brat like, well, yeah, you did that after I got to know y'all and everything like that. But when I first got on the scene, y'all was looking at me with the stank attitude, the stank face and stuff like that. So, of course, y'all know Brad, she gonna keep it 1,000, okay? She is not gonna sugarcoat shit. And them pregnancy hormones, she's getting even more courage to say what she got to say, okay? So, it was a big back and forth about that. Now, it was one moment that stuck out to me when they were talking about the receipts that Tamika put out. And Tocha, she still insists she did not steal her sister money and things like that. And so they talked about the check, the endorsed check, whatever. And of course, it had Edward Bibas on there. So the first time that name came up in that little situation, Tocha said that's not even his name. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me Edward is not his name? So I don't know if she was getting confused or getting caught up and not understanding what the question was being asked, but she was just like, that's not his name. So I was like, oh, okay. So the conversation continued to go back and forth. And what is that man's name? The name Edward Bivens came up again, and then Rocky turned around and into the mic he said, "Yes, Edward Bivens, that's my name." So are y'all not on the same fucking page? Because clearly y'all are not on the same fucking page. Now here's my question to you, Tocha. If you claim that you had nothing to do with stolen money and you don't know nothing about nothing, why is it that all of your information is on the paperwork? Riddle me this. Why is all of your name, email address, where you used to live at, why is all your information on the paperwork? Now, because if we're going to go with your logic of you had no idea, you didn't do anything, you didn't steal no money, you ain't cash nothing, then that only leaves your mama and your husband. Who did it? And why would they put your name on there? Because it's kind of sounded like somebody trying to sabotage you. Could it be your husband? Because who else would have done that? Who else would have put your mom's address on those documents after Miss Diane originally put a New York address? Now, here's the other thing. She sat up there and said that Tamika never lived in New York. So, Miss Diane lying? Regardless of if Tamika lived in New York or not, that's the address that Tamika gave Miss Diane. So, you saying that means absolutely nothing. Maybe that money she wanted to send to somebody for whatever reason. Like, you don't know. So regardless of if she actually lived in New York or not, that's none of your business. It was the address she gave. That was the address Miss Diane put on the paperwork. Nothing more. And regardless, you or your husband or whoever did it, y'all changed that woman's information. Y'all really better pray that the DA don't pick this shit up, because y'all just committed a federal crime. For one, opening up somebody's mail. But two, doing electronic fraud, bank fraud. Like, and not only that, you better hope that Sound Exchange don't come after y'all ass, because their name is on the line. And it's giving, this whole situation is, it could give them a bad rap too. But at the same time, by y'all talking about it, it's actually giving more artists the opportunity to go check them out who never knew that they exist, to see if they got any fucking royalties. So, whatever. But it's so many people that can actually come after y'all and press charges. Tamika really ain't got to do nothing. She really don't. She really don't. Because once it became, y'all opened up that mail, it became a federal crime. Tamika don't have to do anything. So I'm gonna need you and your husband to, I don't know what y'all need to do in this moment, but I'm gonna need y'all to at least stay on the motherfucking same page. Because in that interview, you said that wasn't his name, then he turned around and said that it was his name. Like, I don't get it. But this is what baffles me. Because even after the receipts, both of y'all are still saying y'all didn't do anything. So y'all are really saying that Miss Diane is lying. Y'all saying that she lying about everything. And it's like, well, shit, y'all gotta be that damn deep in it that y'all gonna sit up here and lie on Tiny's mama like that. And Sound Exchange, because they're the one who said that the paperwork came in and the address was changed. Everybody cannot be lying on y'all about this situation, Tocha. And then she's talking about, I'm being bullied, I'm being attacked, and then my mama being attacked. Your mama being attacked because she is playing favoritism. Your mama is being attacked because she literally said out of her own mouth to you that Tamika was jealous. That's why she's getting dragged. And then talking about she the fifth member. Yeah, okay. Your mama is getting dragged for the shit that she said out of her own mouth. And we're not gonna keep talking about, oh, editing made you look bad, editing made the situation worse than what it was, and whoop de whoop de whoop. Editing does not force you to say certain things out of your mouth, and editing does not make your body language do what body language does. Okay, that's all on the individual person. Editing has nothing to do with it. Editing just helps make the shit look more exciting. But what came out of your mama's mouth is what she meant. And I hope that she wasn't just saying that just for the cameras, because if so, that's even worse. That's even worse. So, yeah, I sympathize a little bit because nobody wants their mama to be dragged like that. But your mama brought that on herself when she said what she said about Tamika being jealous. And she shouldn't have never said that. Point blank, period. I don't care how you spin it. A mother should never put her children against each other. Period. Like, come on. So, Miss Me with always talking about editing this, editing that. I came on the show just to sing and make history and woo woo woo. But at the same time, you just want to be on the show to make history. You doing a damn solo deal that your team members don't know about because you ain't said shit. It's quick for you to play the victim when all of your eggs are hatching, baby. All your eggs are hatching. It's easy to play the victim. You being attacked, you being bullied. Was you not taking a part of the shenanigans last week? You keep talking about me and my sister that we need to talk. This don't need to be on social media. People, please stop pointing fingers at me. Stop convicting me. Da 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 da. I'm human and da 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 da. You keep saying this, but weren't you part of the shenanigans last week, or was it this week? Whatever. Was you not a part of the shenanigans, or did your husband make you do that? Did your husband make you do that? Did he force you to make a video dogging your sister out? Trying to act hard. That's why I said in my last video, Tocha is not about that life. All this. She not about that life. So clearly your husband had the battery in your back. It was okay for you to get on social media and say everything that you said about your sister and Candy. But now that your sister has put out these receipts, baby, you can't handle it. You nervous as shit. You scared as shit. Now let's go ahead and move on into the video, the live that she did today. Caught me off guard. Because honestly, I feel like she should have laid low about the receipts and stuff. Because let's face it, y'all, she is not going to admit that she had any dealings. She's not going to admit to that for a nice long while. Because if she admit to that, then that means the feds and them gonna come for her. So she's gonna constantly keep denying the fact or knowing who was actually involved. So her live video, she was boo-hooing to the boo-hoo, okay? She was boo-hooing, okay? And I will say this, because honestly, deep down in my spirit, my heart, I don't think Tocha is a bad person. I just think that she got with a bad person with bad intentions. And she is 28 years deep in and she don't know how to get out of it. So, again, I'm not going to talk about the whole live. I'm just going to talk about certain things that stuck out to me. Now, she keeps talking about, nobody's perfect. I miss my sister. I'm all about family. And I don't like being dragged and being bullied. I don't like fact, my mama's going through this, so I apologize to my mama. I apologize to Mona Scott. I apologize to my sister if I hurt her, if I didn't see her, if I didn't feel what she was going through. I apologize to my group. Like, she throwing out all these apologies. She even apologized to Motown Gospel. She's like, I did not think that me doing a solo album would cause all of this commotion. And it's like you keep putting it out there like the issue is you doing a solo deal. That's not the issue. By all means, do a solo deal if that's what you wanted to do. Because clearly you're doing it. Even though it was supposed to be meant for you and your sister. Now, I do got a question for you, Tocha, because at what point did Tamika say she did not want to do the duo gospel album? To where you were going to go ahead and do it solo. I want to know that. Because if Tamika never heard from you from the last time when y'all talked about it and discussed it, and she said that she wanted to split everything down the middle, if she had not heard nothing from you since then, what did you tell Motown Gospel? Did you tell Motown Gospel that your sister declined to do the duo album? Like, what did you tell Motown Gospel about your sister and why she is not agreeing or she is not a part of the project? Because I feel like something was said that Tamika never said, and that's how you end up getting a solo deal. So it's kind of almost like you was willing, or your husband was willing to do whatever it was, say whatever you need to say to make it your solo career. You wanted it that bad. It's not about you wanting to sing for the Lord. Sing for the Lord. Praise Him. Do all that. But it's about how you went about doing it. It's about how you went about doing it, Tocha. You can't be speaking about God and being inspirational when you have not told your team members that that's what you was doing when y'all was taping the show. How you tell a non-group member first before you tell your own group members? And then you keep talking about communication, but you was not communication who? From Tocha? You was not displaying none of that shit on that show. You was not. So, miss me with that, Tocha. Like, I think this live was Motown Gospel saying, listen here, you supposed to be on the promo tour. We're paying you for a promo tour. And your personal life is overshadowing what we have going on here. You need to say something and you need to make it right. You need to say some apologies. You need to boo-hoo. You need to do something. Because I guarantee it, y'all, after this album is done, they probably will cut ties with her after this. I doubt if it'd be a second album. I doubt it. It's not going to be a second album. And if it is, then it is. It's still not going to be chart topping like they hope. It is what it is. So, yeah, I really want to know what was said behind closed doors for them to just go ahead and go with you as the solo act and not the duo. Because your sister didn't say that she declined. So, I want to know what will transpire with that. So, she goes to talk about how, I've been with my husband for 28 years. I've seen things. I know things. I know everything. I know all about the allegations against him. I know everything. Then she just started, boo-hooing some more. And then she started saying, when I was at my lowest and wanted to give up on everything, Rocky was right there by my side. He was the only one there by my side. I love my family. Rocky is everything to my family. Rocky is everything to me and our son. But then she turns around and said, I know everything. I'm trying to be transparent with you guys. And yes, we have an open relationship. So that's my thing. You are so much of a church person or a spiritual person who loves to sing gospel, loves to sing inspirational things. And you go to the gospel arena, the gospel community to get this deal. Like, and you want them hardcore gospel artists or gospel fans to support this album, and you have an open relationship with your husband. Why is that? Is it because he really is not attracted to you like that? Like, do he still see the big Tocha? Or do you still see the big Tocha when it comes to him? So you just let shit slide. Like, I want to know the fucking conversation and the reasoning why y'all decided to have an open relationship. Because at this point, I don't want to call shit an open relationship. Just call it quits. Let's just call it quits. You could still be my manager. But that's it. I'm not about to sit here and play this open relationship game. Me personally, I can't do that. It's either we all in or we not. It's either we married or we not. I am not about to sit here and allow for that to happen. Now, I will say this, because I really don't want to seem like I'm being hypocritical, whatever. I used to be married to a Muslim. I used to be in a polygamous situation or what have you. But if we're going to just go off of religion-wise, I know a lot of y'all are like, well, that's still not right because the Bible said, okay, that was Muslim. This is Christianity. In a Muslim world, that's acceptable. In Christianity, however, it's not acceptable. So I'm wondering from the diehard Christian community fans, do y'all really support someone who has an open marriage? I want to know. I really want to know. Because my situation, I did that when I was in my 20s. I'm 40 now. So I've grown and my mindset has changed from that. I don't think I would ever do it again. It was a learning experience for me, but I know what I want now. So now I can say I can't do that. It's either we married or we ain't. It ain't no open relationship. It ain't none of that. Okay? So I want to know what the conversation was. What was the reasoning why you agreed to let your husband go out here and do whatever he want to do? Is you out here doing whatever you want to do, or you staying there being committed like a fool? Because I'm not about to sit here and let my husband go out here and do all this and all that because we have an open relationship, and I'm not out here getting my groove on. I'm just saying. But that's neither here nor there. So she admitted to open relationship. Now my thing is, why not even say that in the beginning? You could have did a whole lot of situations if you could have said that in the beginning. Yeah, it's your business. You really don't have to say it. But if you're really tired of people attacking you, really tired of people bullying you, then you gotta speak up. You gotta speak up. Just like your sister did in her receipt video. She spoke up. She admitted to the sex tape. She claimed the sex tape. And boom. She shut it down. Now, I don't know, nobody is really talking about the sex tape no more. Because we waited to see who gonna put that sex tape out. After she, go ahead, do it. She calling y'all bluff on that. Go ahead, do it. So, I don't know. It just seems like she is doing damage control to save the little bit of dignity regarding the Christian gospel community and herself. She's trying to save the little bit of sanity and shit she got left for herself. Because I don't know if this is just, well, of course this is a PR situation. It's a PR stunt. And she keeps saying that she want her sister back. She want her sister back. And she been reaching out to her sister. Her mama been reaching out to her sister and all that. But my thing is this, Tocha. If you really wanted to have a sit-down conversation with your sister, why did you change your number and not give it to her? Why did you change your number and not give it to none of your group members until it was time for you to promote your album? And that's when you reached out to Tiny. So you contradicting yourself. You can't say communication, but you change your number and your sister can't get in contact with you. And you telling your mama not to give your number to her. Your mama told Tamika, I can't give your number to her because she wants to keep her peace. What? So either you want to communicate or you don't want to communicate. Like, quit contradicting yourself. This is why people are what you call quote unquote attacking you, because your stories aren't aligning. It's not aligning with what we see on this TV show. And like I said, how you perceive yourself, it's not editing's fault, because your body language says everything. The words you use says everything. You can't blame everything on editing. Yes, editing plays a part, but editing does not force you to say certain things like your mama said. Editing doesn't do that. Editing doesn't do that. So, considering the fact that this TV show was recorded and filmed last year, 2022, what happened once the season aired and everything and everybody went back to their neutral corners? What transpired from that time to the time that the season premiere of this show? Something happened in between that time frame for it to get to this point. Okay? Because, yeah, I seen the preview for this week's episode 5, that you and Tamika had a little sit down, whatever, while you was in the studio or what have you. And I noticed something, Tocha. And I ain't want to say nothing, but I'm like, okay, now I gotta say something. Every time Tamika walks in the room where you're at, or if you walk in a room where she's at, she always compliments you. But you never compliment her back. Especially since this show has transpired. You have yet to compliment her, but she's always complimenting you. And it's like she's always the one reaching out to you. Like, it just, I don't know. That whole sit down conversation was like, y'all saying a whole lot of something, but saying a whole lot of nothing at the same time. It was like it was fake. Like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I agree with you. We all need to take accountability. Yeah. And okay, when I'm let you go, woo woo woo. And then Tamika said, can I get a hug? Now see, as the older sister, you should have said that. You should have said that. But you still have a chip on your shoulder, baby. It is what it is. You have that chip on your shoulder so bad, Tocha. I keep telling y'all, when she put on that damn blonde wig, baby, listen, it's that wig for me. She need to take that wig off and go back to wearing black and shit. Like, for real. Like, something. She need to come down. She need to come down. She really, really do. But let me get back to the Rickey Smiley real quick, because I forgot about this. So the Rickey Smiley, after they left Tocha and Rocky, Candy called in. And Candy confirmed, yeah, Edward Bivens is his name, of course. But she also, they asked her, do you know what would it take for, Escape to get back together or what have you? Candy's like, well, first of all, the sisters need to get their stuff together first. That's first and foremost. But as of right now, she is not a part of the group. It's just going to be the three of us going forward. So, Candy pretty much nipped that in the bud. And Candy is serious. She said it in her speak on it. She don't want to sing with Tocha no more. She said, Lord knows, I don't want to sing with her no more. She do not want to sing with Tocha no more. So guess what? If Tocha was to come back, I think Candy would bow out. Because Candy don't want to sing with her no more. Because you literally clowned her vocals. You literally disrespected her as a bandmate. Like that, yeah, that was definitely a low blow right there from Tocha. That's I'm like, this ain't Tocha. This little clip, this PSA that she doing, this ain't Tocha. And she's going along with whatever it is that Rocky got her doing. But that's neither here nor there. But anywho, this is all I wanted to get on here and talk about. Because I'm like, Lord, she is boo-hooing. She is crying. It's getting to her. I think it was more of her being scared than anything else. I absolutely do. She is more scared about what's going to transpire more than she is trying to get her sister back. That's just my opinion. It is what it is. But anywho, I've been on here long enough. I will come back on with another video because I want to react to Chloe's new album in pieces. So stick around for that video. All right. Bye.